The dangers of discounting. Here we are today. We're going to talk about why discounting can be so dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. A lot of people, when they are running their business and they're trying to get more sales in the door, will use discounting as a strategy. And whilst discounting as a strategy can be okay, it can be very damaging to a business if you don't understand how it affects your overall net profit margin. So today I'm just going to cut to the chase. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to take you on a deep dive into understanding what effect discounting will have on your prices. So this is a table that's available to our members inside of our membership called the Max Business Academy. We also have a simulator, and if you stay tuned, I'm going to tell you how to get access to that simulator for free today. Normally worth a couple $100, you're going to get it for nothing. So this is a little graph here that sort of shows, it's like one of those ready reckoners where if your present margin is, so let's say your net profit margin is, in this example, 40%. Let's say your net margin is 40%, and you do a discount by 10%, you need to increase your sales by 33% just to make the same amount of profit. Okay, so if you think discounting is a way to increase your sales, correct, but what is it going to do to your profit margins? So increasing your sales is not the name of the game. Being profitable is the name of the game. So let's have a look at another example. Let's say your margins are only 20% and you discount by 10%. Well, then if we have a look, you can see that you need to double your sales to make the same amount of profit. You know, if your margins are 30%, and let's say you do a 20% sale off, then you need to do 200% more sales than what you're currently doing. So you can see the difference is pretty dramatic. Now, I'll show you what happens if we increase our prices. So a lot of people are worried about increasing prices, but if you truly want to increase the sales in your business, and of course the profitability, then the best way to do it is just to put your prices up. And so I'll show you why that works so well. So in this example here, your margin is 40%. If you increase your prices by 12%, you'd have to get a 23% reduction in sales before you're making less money. And the reality is a 12% increase in your price, you're unlikely to lose 23% of your customers. And so by understanding the way the numbers work in your business means that you can make better decisions when it comes to strategically trying to increase your sales. Okay, so let's give you another example here. Let's say your current margins are 25% and you increase your prices by 10%. You would have to get a decline of 29% before you were worse off. Okay, so that means you can pretty much lose a third of your customer base, your sales, and still be making the same amount of profit. Okay, and so this is really important for you as a business owner to understand that increasing your prices is probably a better strategy than discounting. Discounting is very, very dangerous. And as you can see, it says here, most business owners discount without really knowing the impact. It can have a huge impact. Now, the tool that we've got for you today is this one here. This is a tool that's been created. It's a simulator where you can put in all of your numbers and it's automatically going to tell you what you need to either to see an increase or decrease. So for example, let's say your current sales are 50,000 and your gross margin is, let's say 50%. Your average dollar sale is $500. And then we're going to say a 10% price increase. Oh, I've moved my mouse over by accident. Straight away, it fills in everything in for you, tells you what your cost of sales is, your gross margin, what your new revenue is going to be, what the increase in revenue is, what your new gross margin is, and you can just see that the change in sales there was 8.3%. So it gives you an idea to understand that, you know, if these small increases, what if I do a 20% increase? This gives you a really good understanding. You can see, or if we do a minus, let's do a minus 10%. Now you can see, straight away the change in sales. And so the reality is that by using the simulator, it helps you quickly identify, what you like. By using this, you can quickly identify what it is that you can afford to decrease your prices by if you're going to use it as a acquisition strategy, because that's probably one of the Only real times you should decrease your prices or discount your prices is if you have an acquisition strategy, if you need to urgently create cash flow, or if you want to get rid of old stock. They're really the only three reasons you would discount everything, anything, right? So by understanding that, it means that you can be more strategic when it comes to your pricing in your business. Instead of discounting, what I suggest you do is you increase. Because let's just do another quick increase one without the simulator. Now you can get the simulator. We'll put the link down below for you to get the simulator for free, so you can grab a copy of that anyway. But let's just, even if you just increase your prices by 2% and your current margin was 40%, your sales would have to decline 5% before you were worse off. Now that 2% just goes straight to your bottom line, straight to your net profit, right? So if your net profit in that example is 40% and you get a 2% increase, well, straight away that is a 5% increase in your net profitability, right? So it's about understanding the numbers and how it can drive the money into your bank account. So as a business owner, you are making more profit rather than giving your money away. So next time you think about using discounting as a strategy for your marketing campaign, make sure that you do the numbers, you understand how it's going to affect your profitability, because maybe what you're better off doing is giving away some value, right? Instead of discounting your prices, just adding another product or service on top of it to add extra value. And by giving away the value, the cost to you is not as high as what the perceived value is to the customer, and you're not eroding your profitability. All right. Hopefully you found today helpful. Once again, we're going to put a link down below in the comments for you to be able to download that tool. And that way you can have the simulator yourself, put your own numbers in, and just see what the differences are when you do a discount versus a increase in prices, and just get to understand how those numbers are going to affect your business overall. All right. So down in the comments below or in the video description will be the link. Download your copy of that simulator. And until next week, I hope you have a very profitable day. See ya.